opinions of KYOK Radio, its sponsors, staff, or management.
When you walk out on that field today, ask yourself this question. What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! We made it! We made it! We made it! We made it! I'm going to the house! I'm going to the house! When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. Football is getting hit. That's it. It's gonna be football now. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's hunt now. Let's hunt now. Let's go. Let's hunt. We made it. I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this, how like we the Miami Heat of football. Yeah. The bottom line is you got to buckle up with chin straps. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Don't disrespect the game like that. There's too much crying from him. He's a man. He can be a hit just like us. He's a man. You already make the big money. He's a man. I'm glad when you step on the field, man. That's who I did. When I step on the field, I send one message. And this is what it feels like. Oh, my bad. Your bad don't work in my world. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We made it. I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. It's a wrap. Game over.
Now, this game is just getting started right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. We are streaming live on kyokradio.org, on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Glad to be here. It's Winning Wednesday. And again, got to say congratulations to Charlotte Jeter. Charlotte Jeter was 11-2 in the lunch break weekly, keeping up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge. She got $50 courtesy of the sports and wellness doc, Dr. Alexia McClerkin-Johnson, and we appreciate all that she does. And again, if you need an adjustment, if you need to get your back looked at, I want you to give her a call. She has definitely been the person to take care of me. And like I said, I wasn't normally into that kind of thing with the neck cracking and all that, but she does such a good job. Her number 832-844-1754. That's 832-844-1754, 2636 South Loop West in suite number 105. So if you've been in an accident or anything like that and you need treatment, you want to ask for the sports and wellness doc, Dr. Alexia McClerkin-Johnson. She's going to take good care of you. She's going to take good care of you. Trust me, I know. All right, so anyway, we gave Charlotte her money yesterday. She's off and running. How do you get $50? Well, you just look at the games, NFL games, decide who you think's going to win, the Thursday night game, all of the Sunday games, and then the Monday night game. And then not only on that, who's going to win Monday night, but give me the exact score of the game, the exact score for both teams, 27-15, 30-25, whatever you think the score is going to be for both teams, send that in as well. That'll be the tiebreaker, and then you're in. You got to either text them to me, 832-403-5005. That's 832-403-5005, or email them at AJ@KYOKsports.com. That's AJ@KYOKsports.com, and you're in. Got to have them by tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. Central. 6:30 p.m. Central, you get them in, you're in. And you'll get a message back that says, got them, however you send them. It'll be either me or one of our great interns that handle that for me, and you're going from there. We do have an adjustment to the standings. We took a had to take a win off for Big Time Floyd. Big Time Floyd, one of the most honest guys I know. It's like, yo, AJ, they gave me one too many wins. So he's still number one, but everybody else is closer to him than they thought. Everyone else is closer to him than they thought. Why is that important? Because if you're in the top six at the end of the season, you could win. You can compete for $500 cash. $500 cash is what the top six at the end of the season will compete for, and you want to be in that top six. And right now, it's looking pretty close. Right now, let's see who we got. Let's see. Right now, trying to find them. Here they are. Right now, Big Time Floyd's number one. Amber is number two. Delano, Noop, number three. Chi-Town, always up near the top. He's at number four. T-Bone is at number five. Keisha Kelly, number six. Keith Hennick, 7. Alice, 8. CJ, 9. George Griffin, 10. Todd is 11. Alexis is 12. Emmanuel, 13. Ferdinand, 14. And Milo, 15. That's the top 15 right there. Top 15. So keep pressing, man. Keep getting them in because you got a chance to win. All right. So I got to get ready to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about some different kind of winning. Last night, Astros, man, ran into a very motivated Atlanta baseball team, man. Very motivated. In fact, they started off with a bang. So we'll talk about that next, right here on the lunch break. Hey, if you want to get in, 281-453-1000 is the number to dial. That's 281-453-1000. Remember the rules: no cursing, no threatening, no talking over me. I'm the host, and you're good to go. I'll take you if you're a first-time caller, out-of-town caller, wherever you are. Let's talk about it. Winning Wednesday right here on the lunch break. We'll be right back.
KYOK 1140 AM. The legendary KYOK 92.3 FM. Radio stations in one.
Okay, we are running a car drive right now to help veterans all across America. So if you have an old car, truck, or van, even a motorcycle or an RV sitting around, you can right now give it away and help the vets. They really need your help. And your car will help support the vets and their families. And guess what? You even get a tax donation. Plus, we'll even come and pick up your car for free. And all you've got to do is pick up your phone right now and make a free call. Now is the perfect time to do something good for the vets. Give back to the vets right now for all they've done for this country. And your old car can really help them. So call the Veterans Car Donation Program right now for free pickup of your vehicle. Help the vets and help your taxes at the same time. Call right now.
800-253-1892. 800-253-1892. 800-253-1892. That's 800-253-1892. Tune in to Table Talk with your boy, TD Blackshear, every Tuesday from 10 to 11 a.m. on the legendary KYOK 1140 a.m. and 92.3 FM. See you there.
In need of tires? Check out OMG Tire Services and more. New and used tires, all the name brands you desire, located at 3126 Tidwell between 59 North and Jensen. Give them a call at 832-767-3211. Top-notch service from beginning to end. When you're done, get your car hand-washed inside and out at OMG Tire Services and more. Located at 3126 Tidwell between 59 North and Jensen. Call 832-767-3211. That's 832-767-3211. Conveniently located on the north side.
Hi, I'm Larry Scott, host of the Not So Christian and Me Show. Join me Saturdays for great fun, interviews, music, and the latest news surrounding our world today. We are the show that cares to hear your voice and opinion with real conversation in a no-judgment zone. So join me Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. on the Not So Christian and Me Show, right here on the legendary KYOK Radio, 1140 AM, and the all-new 92.3 FM and KYOKradio.org.
Remember in the beginning, when you first started to build a life for you and your family, you never imagined it would come to this. Instead of living your dreams, You're living with debt. In fact, it's smothering you. Now there's a way you can take back control with one simple call. If you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt, you qualify to receive a free, no-obligation consultation on how to get rid of that debt for good. Call the Debt Helpline now. We work on your behalf to reduce your debt. We specialize in credit cards, retail store cards, and medical bills. One simple call is all it takes to get the ball rolling to a debt-free life. Stop living with debt and start living your dreams. Call the Debt Helpline now.
800-958-2156. 800-958-2156. 800-958-2156. That's 800-958-2156.
All right, y'all, we're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM, streaming live on kyokradio.org. And I got to tell you, man, I was extremely disappointed last night that the Astros didn't get off to a better start. In fact, Jorge Soler, if you're down here in Texas, just went yard. First batter, third, fourth pitch of the game, and it's back, gone. First time that's been done in World Series history for a leadoff hitter to open up the series with a home run, and they never looked back from there. After 2 innings, it was 5-0. Astros were almost toast then and ended up losing 6-2 overall. Framber Valdez did not have the stuff last night. Not going to beat up on him at all, but he did not have the stuff last night. So now the question is, where do the Astros go from here? Where do they go from here? And that's they lean on Mr. Jose Urquidy. Got to get that Urquidy in there. They got to lean on him. He's got to give them something that not many of the starting pitchers for the Astros have given them in the playoffs. And that's a deep run in the game. Get them down to the at least 5th inning, 6th inning, 7th inning. That's what Valdez did the last time against Boston. That's what Luis Garcia did in the closeout game. They've got to get more depth in the starting pitching so they don't have to go straight to that bullpen after the second inning. And then the bats have to come alive earlier. I mean, Michael Brantley came ready to play. He had hits early. Yordan Alvarez got one late, but man, hitters 3, 4, and 5 struggled all night long. And I credit that to Atlanta pitching. The Atlanta pitchers did not make mistakes with the meat of the order, batters 3, 4, and 5. Also, didn't make any mistakes with Altuve starting off. You already got a nice lead, comfortable lead. Now you got to do is not make any mistakes. Now all you got to do is keep it clean. And they did. Valdez gave up 5 runs, 8 hits, and only 2 innings of work. That won't get it done. And again, not knocking him. It was just one of those days. It was one of those days where, he just – I don't know. In fact, as I was watching the game, I felt like he was pitching frustrated. Like he didn't expect it to, that to be the case for them to get started like that. So after that, he was just pitching frustrated. And, when you do anything frustrated, it's not going to go well. So I'm hoping that the Stros don't drop 2 in a row. If they drop 2 in a row going to Atlanta, it could get ugly. I mean, we could be talking about something that starts with an S and ends with a P. I told people, hey, don't overlook Atlanta now. Overlook Atlanta. Atlanta got there by knocking off the Dodgers, the team with the second best record in the National League. So, obviously this team can play. Obviously they got some pop in their bats. Obviously they've got some snap on the mound, and they've got a very capable manager. who knows how to make good decisions, and that's why they're there. There are no accidents. There's no accidents. What do you say, Soap? Get Willie Gibson, get out of here. Get out of here. So anyway, hold on. I'll get it in the break. I'm trying to put something in my. I was trying to get a clip of the opening home run, but I can't get my little device to open up and work. So there we go. I'll just have to tell you about it. But anyway, so I'm telling people don't sleep on Atlanta. There's no accidents or coincidences in the World Series. Nobody accidentally got to the World Series. They beat some people to get there. And they beat the best of the rest to get there. So, it's an American League town. So more folks are, oh, the Astros this, oh, the Astros that. Don't forget the Astros are not far removed from losing every single home game to Washington. And I remember asking my colleagues, it's like, what if the Astros lose? Oh, they won't. But what if they do? Oh, they won't. It's like, but what if they do? They won't. And they did. And they were like, dude, how'd you know? I didn't know. I just said, what if? I think we take it for granted sometimes that just because a club has the home field advantage, that they're just not going to lose at home. And Washington won 4 straight games here in Houston. Not straight, but, they won all the games in Houston. That series, the home team lost every single game. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen in this series. I'm just saying the Astros don't want to go down 0-2 heading to Atlanta. I mean, it might. It might. It's not soap, Willie. Willie Gibson, broadcast journalist, Columbus, Ohio. You need to call me, bro. Winning Wednesday, you need to call me. We got to talk about some winning. Astros need to pull out some winning tonight. Here's my comfort zone, though. Here's my comfort zone. Here's what I'm resting on. The Astros have done this all year long. They'll go out and they will just flat out be flat. Flat out be flat. Like flat and get beat up on. And everybody will pay, oh, God, the Astros are done. I told you Dusty wasn't the right guy. And, they don't have a star pitcher. They need Verlander. They need this guy, Zach Greinke. Zach's 215. I checked his BC, his birth certificate, 215. Oh, they need this, they need that. Oh, they should have kept this guy. They should have kept that guy. No, they need to pay Correa. And then they come back and they beat somebody like 11-2, 10-1. It's like, oh man, those my Stros right there. It's like, dude, you were about to jump off the first floor ledge. The little stoop on the front door. You're about to jump off that. Worrying about the Astros. They've done this before. They're going to make adjustments. They're probably looking at film as we speak. Yeah, in baseball, they look at film too. They look at how guys are playing them. They look at how the other team is pitching them. They do their homework too. And they will come out, and I believe they'll be better tonight. I know I had them winning last night, but hey, call me crazy. I'm going to have them winning again tonight. Astros tonight. And then I pray they steal one in Atlanta so they can get that home field advantage back. But in baseball, that's really not the end-all, be-all. It's just win. Astro fans were ready to explode last night and got nothing to explode for. I mean, everything happened so quick. First 2 innings, it's 5-0. What are you cheering for? They got a little bases loaded thing going and bang, nothing. Poof. Nothing. Thoughts and prayers going out to Mr. Charlie Morton. Thoughts and prayers going out to him. Broke his leg. Had to leave the game. And what's interesting, the manager said he don't know if he broke it on a ball hit to the right side of the ball. He bounded off the mound coming over to cover the tag, or if he broke it before that. But, Sincerely, Charlie Morton pitched well here, was a good Astro player, teammate, good in that locker room, no problems. Happy for his post Astro career. Seems like everywhere the Astros go, they got to face Charlie Morton somewhere. And he got the win last night in spite of having to leave the game early due to the broken leg. All right, so anyway, Urquidy tomorrow or tonight against Max Fried. All I can say is, again, Urquidy cannot get them in a 5-0 hole after 1, 2, 3, 4. Get him to the fifth inning as clean as possible, and let's see. I'll take my chances on that. And don't count Dusty out. I'm telling you, don't count Dusty out. Don't count Dusty out. Dusty gets some base runners on, and he is aggressive. Dusty's moving guys. He's stealing them. He's moving them over on sacrifices. Dusty is doing, what he has to do, what needs to be done when he can get some guys on base. But Dusty can't put guys on base. Guys got to put themselves on base. So we'll see. Again, tonight, just after 7 o'clock, right here in Houston, Astros, Atlanta, Game 2. Atlanta leads the series 1-0. All right. Winning Wednesday. Let's see who this is calling. And then I got some more winning to talk about. Hello, you're live on the lunch break. Who's this?
Brother AJ, lunch breakers, Ferdinand.
What's up, Ferdinand?
AJ, I don't think the Astros are in trouble. I do think that this is my first time since, this year that I've seen Dustin make a mistake. And the only mistake that he made was he chose that pitcher to pitch. People capitalize on weaknesses. That pitcher wasn't ready. It wasn't Dusty's fault. The pitcher wasn't ready. But Dusty's trying to finagle, put guys in where he thinks he can utilize them best. And so he went with that guy first. And just so happened, AJ, those batters, they was ready.
Well, let me say this, Ferdinand. I don't disagree with you at all. I don't disagree with you at all. I think what Dusty did was what most managers would do. I would say that Valdez was definitely the ace of the roster in the ALCS. So heading into the to the World Series, you want to put your ace on the mound first. And he tried to see what he could get out of him. Unfortunately, he gave up way too much before Dusty got him out. And that was he pulled him out after 2 innings. So,
absolutely.
I can't fault him for the decision, but I don't disagree with what you're saying.
No. I'm not going to fault him either because at the end of the day, I'm rooting for the Astros, AJ. But What did Dusty do? What did Dusty do after that? Dusty switched pitchers, AJ. Those guys started striking the batters out. So Dusty made the correction. It was just a little too late. And who would have thought that he had to make the corrections that early? AJ, I'm following Dusty.
Right.
Dusty
From the second inning through the 9th inning, the Astros outscored Atlanta 2-1.
And that's what I'm saying. So it wasn't a horrible mistake that he made. It was a minor mistake, but he corrected it, within the second inning. He corrected it. But just so happened, AJ, we couldn't hit. We just couldn't get hit.
Yeah, and check this out. Check this out. Runners left in scoring position with 2 outs. Altuve left 1. Alvarez left 1. Tucker left 2. And McCormick left 1.
And that's why I want to say the Astros are not in a bad fickle because, look, they still was fighting. It's just they come up short. The guys are not going to win every game. Just like, AJ, for the football this week, I picked, and I'm studying. I picked a lot of the home teams to win because you're in 6-7 weeks. And therefore, look, home field advantage should mean something. But it doesn't in some instances. Yeah. And so that's where I lost on the football. And we saw last night that the Astros, they had the home field advantage, but they still lost. So home field advantage used to mean something, but it doesn't in this day and time.
Yeah. You know what, Ferdinand, just to piggyback on that, when one of the best cases of home field advantage that I've seen this year was when A&M beat Alabama. Man, those rowdies down up there in College Station were truly the 12th man in that game. They did not let up on Bama to let them get any kind of comforts, peace. Like they literally were a factor in the game.
AJ, I'm just one of these type guys, man. I believe that home field advantage means something, and you should take full advantage when you're at home. You're most comfortable, AJ, at home than you're on the road, to me. And I just think that you should win most of your games, if not all your games, at home. That's just me. I could be wrong.
Ferdinand, let me take this somewhere else real quick. You got a minute?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is why the major sports leagues, NFL, baseball, and basketball, need to make tickets more readily available to the fans of that town, as opposed to the who's who, dignitaries, businesses, that kind of stuff, because those folks are great people. God bless them. We're all in this together. But it's the everyday fan that's going to go out there and yell at the top of his lungs or her lungs or their lungs for their team and make some noise. They're the ones that are they're going to get down there early and be rowdy and just give your team that home field advantage. But because it's such an exclusive ticket, and most folks can't drop down $2,000 to sit in the nosebleed or $50,000 to sit up close. The average screaming fan's not going to be in the stands.
Yes, absolutely. You're exactly right, AJ. So, I mean, you have to utilize who's there. And the thing is, AJ, this is going to be a dogfight. If the guys think that Astros just going to get a championship and the Braves are going to lay down, people, y'all are sad.
Yeah, that ain't going to happen. They ain't going to happen like that.
Just like the Astros and their fans want the Astros to win a championship, I can assure you that the Braves fans and the Braves want to win a championship. So if you want a championship, look here, Doc. Everything is on the table. You hustle, you hustle, you hustle. Right. And therefore, hey, may the best team in the ball club win, AJ.
Yep. Appreciate you, Ferdinand.
I got one other question. Yeah. I heard you and JJ speak on a comment that Cal McNair made. Was it a positive one or a negative one?
No, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. I'll talk about it in just a second.
Okay, cool. Appreciate it. But that's it, man. And appreciate you, man. Go Astros. We're not going to give up. Keep fighting. Dusty is the best manager they can need right now. And I think, good things will happen. They just got to fight, AJ.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Okay.
Thanks, Ferdinand. Ferdinand, Call of the Year 2017. Always a good dude. I posted up Tony's comment from YouTube, and I'm going to address that next, as well as the comment made by Cal McNair. Tony asked, will this stupid rumored trade ever happen? We'll talk about that next, right after this break on the lunch break. The legendary KYOK, AM 1140, 92.3 FM.
Nobody wants to get ripped off, broken into, or robbed, but nobody wants to pay a lot of money to have their home protected either. I've got an offer to tell you about to provide home security for your home for less than $1 a day. For real, with no installation or equipment charges. And this is from a company rated #1 by a leading consumer research company. According to the facts, most of you won't even call unless there's a burglary in your neighborhood or something bad happens. So let's give you a reason. Save money. For less than $1 a day with no other costs, you can get your home secured. Plus, get a lifetime equipment replacement warranty. You need protection for your home. Call the Home Security Hotline right now.
800-561-6198. 800-561-6198. 800-561-6198. Again, that's 800-561-6198.
You're listening to 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legendary KYOK.
Do you have high blood pressure or diabetes? Are you over the age of 65 and covered by Medicare? Then pay close attention to this message. Medicare has introduced some new benefits to help consumers during these cautious COVID-19 times. They realize many of you don't want to leave your home to visit a doctor. So now you can get a remote patient monitoring device shipped to your home at little or no cost to you. Now your doctor can identify your problems in real time, which could potentially save your life.
life. Victory Medical can easily ship this monitoring device directly to your home at little or no cost to you. If you have high blood pressure or diabetes and you're covered by Medicare, make this free call right now to see if you qualify for a new remote patient monitoring device. Call now. 800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. That's 800-213-9527. You don't sit behind a desk every day to earn a living. You're out and about making it happen. And sometimes you get a little bit behind on your paperwork, like bookkeeping and paying your taxes. It's easy to get behind on paying your taxes. It happens to the best of us. And you know what happens next. The big bad IRS comes knocking on your door. And when that happens, you need to call the good old boys at the Tax Doctor. Let them do what they do best. Deal and negotiate with the IRS so you pay the lowest you can in back taxes that the law allows. We are a 100% U.S.-based company, and we've saved our clients millions over the years in back taxes. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, call my friends right now at the Tax Doctor and learn more. 800-603-9359. 800-603-9359. 800-603-9359. That's 800-603-9359.
Claude Cummings Jr., Vice President of CWA District 6, reminding you to please vote in the HISD, Sci-Fair, and Aldine Independent School District School Board elections. These elections are so important to our children and our communities.
Yes, Claude, that's correct. My name is Candace Houston. I'm the proud president of Aldine American Federation of Teachers. We have endorsed Zahir Malik, position 4, Nico Matthews, position 3, and Steve Meade, position 5.
Early voting starts Monday, October 18th through October 29th. Election day is Tuesday, November 2nd.
Remember that every vote counts and every vote matters. Please go vote. Paid for by
You heard?
Yeah, that's the ladies of Texas Southern University women's basketball. Big shout out to Coach Coop and the team. Can't wait to see y'all get started. I've got my season credentials for everything over at TSU. So, Coach Cole, thank you for getting that worked out. Kevin Granger, athletic director over at TSU. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you very much. All right, let me go to the phone lines real quick before I address Tony's message of will this stupid rumored trade ever happen? Willie Gibson, what's going on? Broadcast journalist, Columbus, Ohio, Mr. Winning Wednesday. What's up, bro?
What's popping?
Man.
How you feel?
I feel with my hands, but, man, I felt bad last night because my Stros were not getting it done, bro. They got hit in the mouth early, and they were staggered the rest of the fight.
Yeah. And then my man got hit in the leg. How about that?
Yeah.
Charlie Morton.
Yeah, broke his leg, bro. Got a broken bone in his leg, done for the rest of the series.
Right. But still went out there and put in work after taking a pitch off the ankle.
Hey, let me just tell you something, man. I ain't got nothing bad to say about Charlie Morton. He was a good dude here. He's a good dude down there in Atlanta.
Indeed. Yeah, it's going to be interesting tonight. You can't go to Atlanta down 0-2. You might not come back.
Well, you called it soap. I call it sweep. You mess around and go down 0-2, it's possible.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But again, in Dusty I trust, man, and his hashtag do it for Dusty, I believe he's going to get it done. Urquidy's a pretty solid pitcher. If he can give him 5 innings, I think they'll be all right.
Yeah. It's interesting tonight.
Yeah. But one thing the Astros don't have, they don't have an ace. And that's what, me and Ferdinand was talking about. He went with his best shot last night with Valdez, but unfortunately Valdez, got rocked early.
And that's indicative of the manager that Dusty is. You said he doesn't have an ace, but yet he's playing. He's one of the last two standing.
Right.
So for him to do what he's done throughout the season with that pitching staff, because I noticed that against Boston, I'm kind of looking like where. I haven't followed the Astros closely all year, but I'm watching them against Boston. I'm like, where's the ace? Where's the Chris Sale? Where's the ace that's going to come in and put the fire out or shut it down and stop the streak? And they don't have it.
Right. Right. They got a Valdez. They got a Garcia. You know, they got a Fromber. You know, they got guys like that. You know, every now and then they'll throw a Grinky out there just to, you know, keep them honest. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see. Tonight is as close to a must-win game as any of them.
Definitely. Let's say, you know, Atlanta taking all the momentum back home up 2-0.
Yep.
That could be curtains.
Right.
For real.
Right. And you saw what Atlanta did to the Dodgers. They put them to bed. So the Astros don't need to be in that sleepover party.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
All right. So this weekend, got to see if you think there's going to be some winning with your football teams. You know, everybody's got Ohio State back in the discussion. In fact, I saw one of those early, way too soon. If we're in a playoff matchup, they had Georgia against Cincinnati and Ohio State against Alabama. I knew they were going to work Alabama back in there. I knew it.
Well, if you look at it, man, it is what it is. The first rankings come out on Tuesday, but I'm not. Again, we talk about this all the time. I'm not caught up with the first rankings. I'm caught up in the last one. So December 5th is what I'm waiting on. Ed Potter will talk about it. You know, who's 5, who's 6. You know, but the first year, 2016, when Ohio State won the national championship beating Oregon, the initial CFP rankings, they were 20th. So they rise from 20th to 4 and win the chip. That's why I'm really not putting a lot of stock in the initial rankings. But, you know, Alabama still has to play Georgia. You know, and the if-then scenarios, if they play Georgia close or if they do this, they do that. I mean, again, it's a lot of football left on the table to be played.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. Willie Gibson, Will Knows podcast, up there in Columbus, Ohio. We're talking about winning on the college level. You know, I got a question for you, Willie. Maybe you can make it make sense for me.
Sure.
Power Fives are ACC, SEC,
Yep.
Big 10, Big 12, Pac-12. Am I right?
You are correct, sir.
All right. So previously it was Clemson and Alabama as the cream of the crop, and then it was everybody else. And often in the college football playoff, one of those Power Fives would get left out.
Sure.
Why is it that Clemson is not in the discussion right now, but Pittsburgh is not getting the same love that Clemson would have gotten after being on top of the ACC?
It's a great question. They're not, you know, they don't love them, though. That's the best way I can put it. Pittsburgh, I think people need to see that for real. I mean, they beat Clemson, but you know, the narrative is Clemson's down. So do they really beat Clemson? Or is it that Clemson's just not as good as they once were?
And Willie, I get that, but here's my thing. When Clemson beats Pittsburgh and when they beat Syracuse and they beat Wake and they beat Miami, when they beat those teams, nobody says, well, those teams were down. It's Clemson beat them. And now that Pittsburgh has beat Clemson, I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about the voters, they say, oh, well, Clemson is down, so we don't give Pittsburgh that much credit.
Well, you mentioned Wake. You know, Wake's 7-0 as well. So, you know, you got somebody in the ACC, you know, for years, no one gave the ACC any credit. Yeah, Clemson and everyone else. You know, same thing here with the Big Ten. It was for years the Big Two and a little weight. Ohio State, Michigan, and everyone else. So now, you know, they don't fit the narrative. Pittsburgh, they don't. Will they be? I don't follow the ACC close enough. I don't know if they play Wake. You know, if that's something that they would see them in the ACC championship game, I'm not sure. But people are still waiting on them to prove it. Yeah, they did it once, but can they do it again?
Yeah,
can they be?
I think you bring up a good point. If Wake Forest is undefeated, then they should be in the spot. They should be in the chair that Clemson would normally sit in, if it's fair. But because it's not fair, and they like to play favorites, and it's always, you know, not Jimbo Fisher, because they don't give him enough love. I hate to say it, but if it's Dabo Swinney, oh, they're the best thing since sliced bread. But now you got Wake Forest and Pittsburgh running through folks, and it's like, oh yeah, it's a down year for the ACC.
Yeah, it's the narrative. This is all narrative based, and we know. I mean, I know you know that, but it's just.
But Will, brother, that narrative is going to cost people a whole lot of money. That's what's crazy, because they're talking about if everything stays the same, everybody finishes out clean. We know Alabama and Georgia won't end up clean. Somebody's going to have a loss. They're talking about 4 teams, and not one of them is Wake Forest or Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I mean it happens. So I've said this for years. The system is broken. It's up. You just said it. Power 5, but top 4. It's set up to not be successful.
Yeah.
For year after year.
Yeah.
Power 5, but only 4 get in.
Yeah.
So somebody's always gonna be left out.
Yeah. You're right. I just had to clear it out of my own mind. I was trying to make it make sense. All right, make this make sense. These 2 teams playing on this weekend can't stand each other from decades ago. I'm talking about your Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. What do you expect in that matchup?
I expect Cleveland to win. I mean, regardless of who's quarterback. Case Keenum, right now Baker's being called day to day. We'll see. Nick Chubb will be back. So that's him and Dearness Johnson should be all right enough to beat Pittsburgh. They just got to neutralize T.J. Watt. T.J. Watt is I know him in Houston, but he's better than his brother.
Okay.
Better than his brother.
Okay.
And that's somebody that Cleveland has to account for on every play, right? Whether it's Case Keenum or especially if it's Baker Mayfield with that torn labrum and fracture. But honestly, I don't know that Baker plays. That the fracture has to heal completely for him to play is what we've been told, and for him to, I don't know of any fractures that heal in a week. So we'll see. We'll see.
Okay. All right. Well, let me just tell you this. I'm in the black and gold, bro. I'm in the black and gold. I'm gonna need you to keep your phone on. I don't have to preach late this coming Sunday. So you know what kind of tea I like, right?
Wait a minute. You're in the black and gold. I thought. Wait a minute. Explain that. Expound on that.
I'm saying that Pittsburgh don't beat them Cleveland Browns. They gonna beat them up like they used to beat them up.
See, you said black and gold. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Okay.
I'm sorry. Black and yellow. My bad. Black and yellow. Black and yellow. My bad.
I was like, hey, something changed.
My bad. Well, you better be glad they don't fool with them Saints, because that'd be a whole different story. Your commentary would be different.
Nah, but yeah, we'll see. I think it'll be an interesting game. Ben Roethlisberger's potential last trip to Cleveland, and we'll see.
Hey, Tony just sliced your boy. He said, don't pay Baker Mayfield more than $30 million per year. He's a middle class quarterback and not in the stratosphere of $40 million Dak.
Yeah, that's about what it is. It's gonna be around 30, 35. I saw a potential. Like right now, his 5th-year option next year has been exercised. So that's 18.5. So you're probably looking at about 4 years, 148.
Okay.
So it's about 36 a year. And then add that 18.5 on it. So that's 5 years, 166, 167, something along that line.
Okay. You think Baker will take that, or is he gonna try to hold out for Dak and Deshaun and Patrick Mahomes money?
No, he'll take it. Patrick Mahomes, that's way beyond. But I think he'll take it. I think it's mutual understanding between the two. A desire to get the deal done, and he understands that he has players that still need to be placed around him in order for him to be successful. So I think they'll be fine with that.
Well, brother,
or there's always the franchise tag after that.
Right, exactly. I was just gonna say if they don't get it done, I know what they can do. to extend it. Just ask Kirk Cousins about that.
Oh, you like that, right?
No, at
like
all.
that.
Tell everybody where they can find you and follow you with your you like that self.
Oh, we can't do James Franklin. No James Franklin today. I was ready. Okay.
No. In fact, what you need to do is hold on so we can talk Mike Tomlin. That's what you need to do. Stay right there. Don't go nowhere. Can you stay?
I'll stay.
All right, stay right there, because we got to talk Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin, and I let me tell you, I got nothing but love for Mike Tomlin. Okay, who is that? Real Osman. Hey, bless you. Thank you for tuning in on Twitch. All right, we got to take a break, top of the hour. Let me get Sybil Wilkes on real quick. We'll hit the top of the hour, and I want to come back with Willie Gibson right after this on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK.
It's Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. After numerous delays, the federal trial against organizers of the 2017 Charlottesville Unite the Right rally began this week with jury selection. The lawsuit was funded by Integrity First for America, an organization formed to stop violence through the court system. The case was brought against 14 men and 10 organizations described as some of the country's most well-known white nationalists. A new report by the American Psychological Association finds that stress from the pandemic has people struggling to make decisions, with nearly a third of adults having difficulty making even basic day-to-day choices. The Stress in America survey finds that 32% of adults are so stressed by the pandemic, they sometimes wrestle with everyday tasks, like choosing what to eat or what to wear. One silver lining is that 70% reported feeling confident that everything will work out after the pandemic ends. I'm Sybil Wilkes. Be informed, be empowered. And the residents that live.
All right, right here on the lunch break.
1140 AM, KYOK Conroe, and 92.3 FM, K222CX Houston.
The views and opinions expressed on all radio shows broadcast on KYOK are entirely those of the hosts, guests, and callers, who are entirely responsible for all show content and do not in any way reflect the opinions of KYOK Radio, its sponsors, staff, or management. Okay, y'all, we're back here on the lunch break. Second hour, first hour on the books, second hour underway. It's Winning Wednesday. I'm AJ Jones. We are the legendary KYOK AM 1140, 92.3 FM. We stream live on KYOKradio.org, on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. And I appreciate the folks that are starting to come in from Twitch. I love the platform, man. I found myself watching some gaming going on the other day like crazy. So anyway, Will Gibson, broadcast journalist from Columbus, Ohio, host of the Will Knows podcast, hangs out with Chris G, the OG, on Folks Talking Sports with Andy Yanez and others. And I gotta talk to him about this right here. Mike Tomlin buried it. He didn't put it to rest, bro. He killed it. He prayed over it. He eulogized it, and he stuck it in the ground. Willie? Will done hung up on me. Will done hung. I just gave you bro. I just gave you a great soliloquy, and you yawned through it. You was like,
Because you know what I was thinking?
What?
I remember once upon a time, Nick Saban said he wasn't going to Alabama.
Don't you dare.
He was the coach of the Miami.
Don't you dare.
I'm just saying.
Don't you dare. Don't you.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Don't you dare compare NFL Nick Saban to the winningest African-American black man football coach in NFL history. Don't you dare.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Oh, man. I done fell out my chair. I'm on the ground. I grabbed the mic. I fell down. I'm on the ground with it, Willie.
As the kids say, I'll keep this receipt, and we'll see. I'm from Missouri today, dog. You gonna show me?
Oh my goodness! Where's the clip?
I got time.
Mike Tomlin had time yesterday too. He had time.
Yeah, yesterday's gone. It's a new day.
Bruh, I can't believe you did coach like that. So in other words, you weren't fazed either way about him saying that's ridiculous. That's a joke. Why would I leave the Pittsburgh Steelers for a college team?
I didn't say any of that. I just said I shall see. I have a receipt, and we shall see. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Oh man, Willie.
Yes. Yes.
So in other words, you think he didn't do nothing yesterday?
He made a statement. He said something and he got up.
Oh, let me find the statement. Can I find the statement? Let me find the statement.
Yeah, please. Please.
Let me find the statement.
Please. Boosters like to be told they don't have big enough blank checks. I'm just saying. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
So that's all it was. He was just trying to let the boosters know y'all ain't got enough coins yet.
Hey, you said that. I didn't say that, but that makes sense, don't it?
No, it don't make no sense.
It
don't make no sense at all. Hold on. Let me see. I'm trying to find the clip. Okay, here we go. Hold on. And I don't know if I got it loud enough to play it, but anyway, let me find it. Here we go. Stay right there. There it is. Let me get my volume up.
That's speculation. I mean, that's a joke to me. I got one of the best jobs in all of professional sport. Why would I have any interest in coaching college football? That'll be the last time that I address it. And not only today, but moving forward. Never say never, but never. Okay? Anybody else got any questions about any college jobs? There's not a booster with a big enough blank check. Anyone else? All right. Thank you. Anybody asking Sean Payton about that? Anybody asking Andy Reid about stuff like that?
All right, so all I'm gonna say is this. If there was a booster out there that thought about doing it, boy, he gonna be shamed pulling that black card out because he told everybody, leave me alone. I'm a grown man and I'm coaching these Pittsburgh Steelers, not the Pittsburgh. What's some people up there in University of Pittsburgh? What their names?
Panthers.
Yeah, he ain't coaching them. Okay. He said your money ain't big enough. He said your mama. He said all y'all.
Let's dissect that. He said, why would I have any interest? I have one of the best jobs in professional sports. Okay? You do. That's relative. Then he said, they don't have a big enough blank check. Why got to be blank? He didn't say they didn't have a big enough check. They don't have a big enough blank check. Let's let you know.
He said blank check because he said no matter what you write on that thing, I ain't taking it.
Okay. So then, now we all know it's wire transfers and direct deposits, but I digress. I'm just messing now.
Tony, come get your mans. Tony, come get your mans. Because Willie.
Just saying. Yes, sir.
He sent a message to USC. He sent a message to the boosters. He sent a message to Carson Palmer. Oh, yeah, by the way, Carson, the Bengals want some of that money back you stole from there before you ran to Oakland.
First thing he said was, I'm not going to address it anymore. So that means don't ask me about it. That don't mean he's no longer considering it. I'm just not going to talk about it. You know I'm talking, right? Come on now. Come on, somebody.
All right, so hold on. Here we go. If Mike Tomlin leaves the Steelers to take the USC job, I'll send you 2 Arizona ICs. Not 1, but 2. Now, don't.
All that being said, no. Let me say this. All that being said, I don't think he's gonna do it. I'm just merely listening to what he said. I'm like, wait a minute. Everybody's like, oh, he definitively shut it down. No, he didn't.
Remind me, never to just pour my heart out to you because you'll be trying to dissect what I'm saying. I'm like, Willie, I'm saying what I said. Don't dissect it. Just listen to it.
Well, let me ask you this. Am I talking right?
No.
Yeah. All right. Get out your feelings. Say it with your chest.
You know what?
Am I talking right?
You gonna leave me and my feelings alone. I got my new shirt on today. I don't have to get out my feelings. I'm pretty to my left. I'm pretty to my right. I'm so pretty I can't sleep at night.
I'm just saying, man. That man. Wait a minute. Ain't he wanted? Yeah. No, Tomlin. Is he? No, I don't know.
I think Tomlin is. I think Tomlin is my noob. I think he is.
Okay.
So I'm gonna need you.
Right,
Now I'm gonna really need you to leave him alone.
I'm just saying.
Tony Yayo says, but Tomlin is not going to have a quarterback moving forward. I believe that. That's my biggest concern, that they have not invested in the future of the most important spot on the team. And I can believe in Dwayne Haskins all I want to. He ain't showed me nothing, and he's never gotten a full chance to see if he can even be a franchise quarterback. I don't think he can be any worse than Zach Wilson. I don't think he can be any worse than Trevor Lawrence or any of those other guys. But the Steelers, and one of the reasons why Tomlin has been so successful is because he came into a franchise quarterback and didn't have to find one. This would be the first time in his career he'd have to find a franchise quarterback.
And from all indications, the 2022 draft is not the place to
It ain't the place to look for it. No, sir. No, sir. Like, there's like a quarterback and a half coming. And no disrespect to these young people, but I mean, again, we don't have a Peyton Manning coming out or Lamar Jackson coming out. We don't have any of that.
No, but from what I understand, you know who he may not be coming. He's not leaving school, but there is a young man that's at, USC.
Who?
I'm looking at his name. Again, I don't. What is it? Is it Dalton? No, that's the receiver.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the receiver. Stovis?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, Stovis?
No, they don't want none of
that. They have a quarterback.
They don't want none of that.
I see a maroon and gold parachute. I'm not too far from Pittsburgh, about 3 hours. I look to my.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
Oh,
look to my right.
Goodness.
Maroon and gold.
Oh my goodness.
Parachute.
That's crazy. Mike Tomlin don't run. Mike Tomlin don't run for nothing, man. Don't try that. He ain't going nowhere. He gonna be right.
I ain't running. Why I gotta run? Why can't he just say I've made a professional decision?
He ain't gonna do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
That ain't running. That ain't running.
That's
running. Not running.
Look, you about to make me go church, and Lord, I'm running, trying to make 100 because 99.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna do it.
99 and a half won't do.
He ain't gonna do it. He ain't gonna do it. Look, I don't lock down on much, but I'm gonna lock down on this one. Final answer, no lifeline. Mike Tomlin will not leave Pittsburgh to go coach USC. And besides, they about to get the best coach that they could ever have. The best coach there ever was, best coach ever will be, the best coach in the world.
Don't you do it.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Don't you do it.
I want them to get Jeff Fisher. I hope they get Jeff. Please get Jeff Fisher. Best thing they could ever do.
Hello?
Yeah.
Am I still here? Okay, I'll make sure my line ain't dropped.
Yep.
You know that happens. Okay, I'll just check it. All right.
Tony said Kenny Pickett is the only viable prospect. He has a fifth year. He's a fifth-year senior for a reason.
Who you trying to convince, me or you?
I just read the thing. I ain't trying to.
No, not Kenny Pickett. I'm going back to Tom. Who you trying to convince, me or you? Because all that sounds great. That sounds wonderful. Who you trying to convince, me or you? Because I'm just saying.
Who you
talking about? Talk about James Franklin. You still got to talk about James Franklin.
No, I'm talking about Jeff
We don't want to
Fisher.
talk about James Franklin. We don't want to talk about James Franklin.
You want James Franklin gone so he don't mess with Ohio State. I feel you. You want two coaches in the Big Ten gone. You want Franklin gone. You want Mel Tucker gone.
Just one. No, James is good. He can stay. I'm good. You just gotta know where he's going. Don't. You're not going to the big house in Illinois on Saturday. Just gotta know where you're going. That's all. Just gotta know where you're going.
I'm drinking my water out of my monogram cup. I got a big old A on it for alpha male.
Oh, okay. And then I'm just saying, you have serious question. You sign a 6-year deal with your current employer. Do you switch representation after you sign that deal?
It depends.
Is that common?
It depends.
It depends on.
It depends.
On.
It depends.
Please expound. Perhaps
saying
you're looking for other opportunities beyond that contract you just signed a year ago.
You might not like the way they make it doing your shoe deals.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he might want to get more time on the banana boat with LeBron and Melo and D Wade.
Oh,
I gotta go, Willie. I don't have time to play with you any further. Look, hold on. My time to shut all this down. We mumbling. We just mumbling. We ain't talking about
nothing.
nothing.
What's today? So today is 27th of October.
Mm-hmm.
So yesterday was October 26th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that October 26th,
mm-hmm.
2021. That's
Mm-hmm.
it. Okay.
Okay.
I'll anything you want me to ask him on Sunday? Can I be the one to shut the press conference down asking?
Do not do that, Willie. You better not. You better not let me see you in that press room asking Mike Tomlin about the USC job. And you know what? All joking aside, in that clip I played, it was the PR person that, are there any other questions? Like he co-signing for Coach Tom. You heard what he said. Anybody else? I was like, yeah, walk off, bro. Walk off. Walk off with your chest.
I'm a do it.
You better not. You better not.
I'm a do it.
Oh, okay. All right. Tony said Penn State currently has the #1 upcoming recruiting class due to James Franklin.
They do.
You want him out of there. You want him in UC.
Listen, he can stay. He's fine. Stay there. No problem.
You in Soprano. Whenever you go in Soprano, I worry about you. No problem.
Yeah. Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem. Trying to go like my man shirt. Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem.
Willie, tell everybody where they can find you and follow you, man. I gotta go. I ain't got time to play with you.
All right. Thank you, sir. Will Gibson 7 on Twitter, Instagram. Will Knows on Facebook, Will Knows Podcast. And folks talking sports tomorrow this week, Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central.
Okay.
The OGKG. Yeah, Eddie Yanez and myself, and we'll see what happens. It'll be a good one. It'll be a good one.
All right, brother. You be safe out there, man. I will get back at you later.
Indeed, appreciate it.
Love you, man.
All right, love you too.
Will Gibson, man. Always good to have him on. Always good to have him on. Just hilarious. I can't believe he found speculation in what that man said. That man shut it all down. Talking about Coach Mike Tomlin. And I got to take a break, and I'll be right back with more right after this. On the lunch break on the legendary KYOK.
If you have $2,000 or more in credit card debt, then listen up. We can reduce or eliminate your interest rates. Cut your monthly payment up to 50% and stop all late fees. Our company has been helping good people just like you get out of debt for over 30 years. Don't get stressed out. If you have $2,000 or more in credit card debt and medical bills, we can show you a way to reduce all of your bills to one lower monthly payment that you can afford. So again, if you have $2,000 or more in credit card debt and medical bills you can't afford, make this free call today and learn how you can finally get out of debt. Call now for your free consultation. 800-638-7112. 800-638-7112. 800-638-7112. That's 800-638-7112. Sponsored by Credit Guard.
Hello, this is Claude Cummings Jr., Vice President of Communication Workers of America District 6. Trey and I are inviting you to listen in to our new political talk show, Power to the People Political Hour.
Hello, this is Trey Daniels from the Daniels Group. Yes, Claude, the show will be hard-hitting and informative, talking about national and local political issues of the day, week, and month. Interviews will be with pastors, community leaders, elected officials, and political operatives. You know, Claude, a part of our responsibility is informing the citizenry and give them power to the people.
That's right, Trey. We're asking that you listen in on 1140 AM, 92.3, or streaming on KYOKradio.org, Thursdays at 10 a.m.
This is Whitney, and you're listening to The Lunch Break on KYOK.
Thank you, Whitney, on the legendary KYOK, all new 92.3 FM, streaming live, kyokradio.org. It's Winning Wednesday. Again, want to say congratulations, Charlotte Jeter. She won the Lunch Break Weekly, Keeping Up with the Joneses, Pick'em Challenge. Somebody said, why is the name so long? Because I wanted it to be. It's my thing. She won $50 courtesy of the Sports and Wellness Doc. You can win $50 this week. Excuse me. No purchase necessary. All you got to do is pick the games from Thursday NFL, Thursday night game, all of the Sunday games, the Monday night game, and then don't just send me the winner of the Monday night game. Send me the exact final score that you think it will be. 25-14, 21-20, whatever you think it'll be. And just text those picks over to me. Text is 832-403-5005. 832-403-5005. Or you can email them, aj@kylksports.com. That's aj@kylksports.com. And as long as I get them by 6:30 p.m. Central tomorrow, you're in. You're in. You got until 6:30. That way you can go over your final analysis. You can go over the injury report. You can do whatever it is you do to pick your picks the best. Got to have them by 6:30 Central tomorrow. Again, text 832-403-5005 or email aj@kylksports.com. The top 6 at the end of the year will go on to compete for $500 cash. Top 6. But don't forget, even if you haven't played before now, you can get in and you can stack up on those weekly prizes. All right? All right. Tony asked earlier if the trade that's been rumored between the Texans and the Miami Dolphins, which somebody wrote a report that all of the parameters are in place, but Miami doesn't want to pull the trigger on it because they want all the legal stuff off the field to be settled. I heard a couple of announcers today talking about it, and they referenced a couple of, big name people. One of them is Adam Schefter. I don't know, man. I don't know. Everybody keeps talking about the 650,000 emails. One of the ones that did come out with Adam Schefter sending his story over to Allen to have him proof it and approve it before he published it is a journalistic problem. And for everybody in journalism that say, oh, we all do that. No, we don't. No, we don't. In fact, most journalists will go over the parameters with the person that they're interviewing or their people beforehand. And as long as they work within those parameters and didn't violate any of the agreement that they may have signed, if there was a non-disclosure or something like that, as long as they didn't violate that, they don't send it to the person to write their story for them. Here, you write the story, I'll report it as if I wrote it. If you are a journalism student, if you are a mass communication student, if you are in the school of broadcast journalism at yours, don't do that. And I don't care how many people say, yeah, but. There is no yeah, but. If you cut corners now, you'll be cutting corners for the rest of your career. So I wasn't ever a big Adam Schefter fan anyway. I was more a Josina Anderson. Her stories were more legit to me anyway, because she was getting them straight from the person, not sources. But then they also referenced Mr. Houston, Texas for news, John McClain. And John said, da-da-da-da-da. And John said, da-da-da-da-da. Can I tell you something? John McClain's career is set. He is not going to suffer any major loss unless he does something dumb. Something illegal, something where he gets arrested or fined, or John McClain is set. So I say that to say this. John can be more wrong than he is right and still not suffer from that. So just because John said it doesn't really matter. Why? Because John has been wrong a lot lately, but he's John McClain. And I'm not knocking him. I'm not knocking him at all. I'm just saying that's a fact. John can say the sky is green. You look up, it's blue as the day is long, and John is not going to lose one listener, one viewer, one nickel off of his paycheck. The Texans are still going to call him when they want to release something. I say that to say there's somebody else that released a story about the Deshaun Watson trade. And that person, I believe, because they are not Adam Schefter and they are not John McClain. And their career would literally be on the line, excuse me, if it turns out not to be true. And here's what that person said. The Texans are willing to move Deshaun for exactly what they want, or as close to what they want as possible. They're not substituting out things. They want 3 firsts, they want a number of seconds, and they want a player, a young player that they can develop. They prefer it to be a defensive player because they are sold on Davis Mills no matter what you think of him. And if they don't get that, they're willing to sit on Deshaun all season long because they got the offseason next year and will probably know more about the legal stuff if they don't move him. What are you saying, AJ? They're in no rush to move him. Is it awkward? Yeah. But he's only counting, what, $10 million against their bottom line? There's no urgency. Where is a quarterback making less than that? You got rookies making that. There is no urgency to move Deshaun by November 2nd for anybody in the Texans organization but Deshaun. Deshaun wants out. He wants to play while he can play. The commissioner said they don't have enough information to decide to put him on the exempt list, to suspend him, any of that. So if a team is willing to take the PR hit, trade for him, and start him, they can do that. Carolina has said they won't do it, which means they probably might. Denver reportedly is going in another direction. Don't know what that could be. And then there's Miami, there's Philly, and the dark horse is Washington. Washington really has nothing to lose. I mean, they are already as bad as they could possibly be. And you got the league seemingly protecting Washington. If I'm Dan Snyder or Mrs. Snyder, and what? Here's Deshaun Watson, starting quarterback of the Washington football team, week number 8, 9, or 10. That's the one organization that really couldn't suffer any more than they've already suffered. Excuse me. And they're doing it to themselves. So I say all that to say, Tony, I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't. I really don't think anything is going to happen by November 2nd. And I don't know if it should. Why would you put your organization in a position to have to answer questions about something that you had nothing to do with? You inherited it. And you literally cannot fall back on, hey, we just traded for him. We weren't a part of any of this stuff. Well, why'd you trade for him then? It's almost like a no-win situation for an organization to bring him in right now and give up so much for him, especially given the fact that he might not be able to play a down next season. That's the weird thing about this. They won't even sit down with him before February, late February. So whatever information that might come out might be enough that you might have gotten him for week number, 8 through 17, but you might not have him at all through next year's 1 through 17. Again, there's one person I trust. It's not John McClain. It's not Adam Schefter. Neither one of them. And I'm not going to put her name out there either. If it happens, I'll call her name. If it doesn't, I'm not going to expose her because she really does great work. Great work. Hard working. is working her way up the ranks. Yeah, you're right, Tony. He says all those stories are for clicks. Most of them are. Most of them are. There are some people that have access to someone in somebody's camp, and they say as much as they can say. But the reality is, for the amount of money that the organization's on the hook for with Deshaun and what they want, especially given what Bill O'Brien did, let me say it right, Bill O'Brien and Jack Easterby did with the DeAndre Hopkins trade, they cannot have that on their record again. They cannot give Deshaun away for a bunch of second-round picks. Can't do it. Seconds and thirds, no ma'am, no sir. First and seconds, yeah. First and thirds, maybe. But second and thirds, no. Can't do it. They can't afford that. But I will say this, moving beyond that, I told Ferdinand, I told the greatest, I've told others who've called in, the Texans are going to ride with Davis Mills for the rest of the season. Tyrod Taylor practiced today. They're starting Davis Mills this weekend. And unless Davis Mills gets hurt, they're going to start him next weekend. And the weekend after that, and the weekend after that. They've got nothing to lose by switching. They got nothing to gain by switching to Tyrod Taylor right now. I know their season isn't over. They're 1-6. But if y'all haven't figured this out yet, the Texans are not just in it to win it. They're in it to be profitable. They're in it to sell tickets. They're in it for a whole lot of reasons, not just to win it. This organization has been one of the top 5 profitable organizations since its inception. What have they won? Excuse me. The AFC South, that's it. High school district championship, that's it. District, not regional, definitely not state. They have never won an AFC. They've never even been to an AFC championship game. Never. And certainly haven't been to a Super Bowl. So the whole Davis Mills, Tyrod Taylor thing, I feel bad for Tyrod because yet again, his chance to be a starter in this league got cut short by, an injury. This one was, obviously not in anybody's control. The one in with the Chargers to get his lung punctured by a doctor. I mean, that should never happen. That should never happen. So, Texan fans, it's Winning Wednesday, and I don't know when your team is going to win again. They're not going to beat the Rams this Sunday. I know that. And then on top of that, your guy, the owner of the franchise with his mother and his wife, running his mouth at a charitable golfing event. And whether or not you think it's a racial slur or inappropriate statement or not, it's not up to you. I tell people this all the time. Folks, what's racist about that? Listen, if it doesn't affect you, don't worry about it. I'm tired of trying to explain it. But he used a phrase that was inappropriate and offensive to Asian Americans and people of Asian descent. And people are trying to justify it. Well, the virus did start there. It's not how it works. And he would have nothing to apologize for if he didn't say anything. I'm not saying be quiet. I'm just saying stuff like that that's, borderline. If he doesn't know that was going to raise some eyebrows and cause some confusion, and you've got a professional sports organization that represents the entire community. It doesn't just represent you and your family. It represents the entire community. And most people don't understand this. Guess what? Asian Americans pay taxes that fund that stadium. It represents the entire community. I pay taxes that fund that stadium. So if he goes out there using phrases like his father used that I find offensive and people from my culture find offensive, it doesn't matter to me whether you find it offensive or not. Well, everybody's offended by everything. No, they're not. Stay away from race-related statements and jokes. It's not hard. If he wanted to say something about the pandemic, stopping them from getting together at the golf tournament last year, then that's all he had to say. Hey, man, we couldn't get together because of Corona. End of discussion, no story. But you got to try to be funny. And you decide to use something race-related, something culture-related. It's not hard, people. It's not hard not to sound like a racist. What you are is what you are. But it's not hard not to sound like one when all you got to do is just stay away from that. And I would say it to him. I would say it to someone of African descent, Asian descent. I'll say it to anybody. Just stay away from that. You got a shot. I don't know what the backlash is going to be. I heard the apology. I apologize if I offended anybody. Typical apology. But you never have to make it if you never say stuff like that. And if you can't stop saying stuff like that, bigger problem than what we're talking about right now. Cal McNair and the Texans are a mess. According to Andre Johnson, they have been since they brought in certain people. Whatever they were under Dad, may rest in peace, they are not that now. Who would have thought that the Texans would be in the same breath of the Washington football team or the previously known as Oakland Raiders? Those were the organizations that were a mess. Jacksonville, under Tom Coughlin, a mess. Who would have thought the Texans, in one of the most conservative areas of the country, the Texans would be a constant mess like they are? It's just embarrassing. It's just embarrassing. Yeah, I know. Tony said Hannah McNair is the real owner of the team. I think she runs things behind the scene. Yeah, she's got the final say on everything. She's got the final say on everything. If something happened to her, the whole team would be bequeathed to Cal. But yeah, you're right. You're right. And Tony says Cal seems too slow to make decisions. I think that's where we're making the mistake. I hear a lot of my colleagues, and I mean good friends, people that I really do believe in their work. A lot of my colleagues and friends think that Cal is too dumb for this and too slow for that. And I think it's just the opposite. I think it's just the opposite. I think Cal is a whole lot smarter than he's letting on. I'm not saying he's playing dumb. I'm just saying we don't hear him talk often. But I think the whole thing with Brian Gaine, that was Cal McNair. Obviously, the whole thing with Bill O'Brien was Cal McNair from start to finish. Rick Smith, Cal McNair. I think everybody thought Cal was going to come in and be different from the dad. And I don't know, but Tony, a lot of folks have that, they sound like, it's almost like they're trying to sound like they are not in tune or smart or sharp or whatever. But behind closed doors, sometimes those are the ones that are cutting them off at the knees. Cal McNair is somebody I keep an eye on. I ain't in his inner circle, but if I was in that inner circle, I'd be watching him. What you doing? I'm just over here. No. What are you doing? I don't know, man. I think we're all looking at Cal McNair totally wrong. I think Cal McNair, I don't want to say these words, but can I say what comes up? And again, I'm not accusing him of it. Cal McNair is almost diabolical. Cal McNair is like did y'all see the movie Clickbait, the series Clickbait? Man, that thing had so many toss and turns and twists and whatever. As soon as somebody said, I got it figured out, which episode are you on? They told me, you don't have it figured out. You ain't got it yet. Cal McNair is like, at the end of the show, I did it. It was me. And everybody would have overlooked him because of how he sounds and the way, he comes. I think Cal McNair is the mastermind. I do. I could be wrong. I doubt it. I doubt it. So anyway, Texans, put it this way. I'll say it. Shame on Cal McNair for what he said. Shame on him for what he said. He did apologize. I don't know if that's enough. We'll see what the league says. We'll see what the Asian community. There's a very strong Asian community here in Houston. Very strong. I mean, very strong. Unlike in most towns. There's a very strong Asian community here. And specifically, a very strong Chinese community here. So I don't know what they're going to do. They got a right to say something, do something, and they have a lot of money. So we'll see. That being said, the Texans are going to get their brains beat out Sunday. They're going to get their brains beat out. If they thought things were going to get a little bit better than what happened to them in Arizona when they had one of the largest point spreads against them, in NFL history, and they lost by that point spread, it might be as bad this week. Right now, they're a 15-point underdog, 2 touchdowns, and a 2-point conversion. I think it's going to be 3 touchdowns again. Whatever Davis Mills couldn't get done against the Arizona defense, what makes you think he's going to be able to get it done against the Rams defense? Aaron Donald is going to eat. He is going to eat a lot. And oh yeah, have you seen the secondary for the Rams? Yeah. This one might be as bad, if not worse, than that game last week and that Buffalo game a few weeks ago. So there you go. All right, let me give you my quarterback power rankings when I come back. I do mine based on passer rating. For years, everybody told us, oh, yeah, but his passer rating was blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, let me give you the numbers and tell you what the quarterback rankings are when I come back right after this on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK. If you want in, 281-453-1000. That's 281-453-1000. Or you can text me, 832-403-5005. It's the lunch break on the legendary KYOK.
1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legendary KYOK.
Do you have high blood pressure or diabetes? Are you over the age of 65 and covered by Medicare? Then pay close attention to this message. Medicare has introduced some new benefits to help consumers during these cautious COVID-19 times. They realize many of you don't want to leave your home to visit a doctor. So now you can get a remote patient monitoring device shipped to your home at little or no cost to you. Now your doctor can identify your problems in real time, which could potentially save your life. Victory Medical can easily ship this monitoring device directly to your home at little or no cost to you. If you have high blood pressure or diabetes and you're covered by Medicare, make this free call right now to see if you qualify for a new remote patient monitoring device. Call now.
800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. That's 800-213-9527.
You don't sit behind a desk every day to earn a living. You're out and about making it happen. And sometimes you get a little bit behind on your paperwork, like bookkeeping and paying your taxes. It's easy to get behind in paying your taxes. It happens to the best of us. And you know what happens next. The big bad IRS comes knocking on your door. And when that happens, you need to call the good old boys at the Tax Doctor. Let them do what they do best. Deal and negotiate with the IRS so you pay the lowest you can in back taxes that the law allows. We are a 100% U.S.-based company, and we've saved our clients millions over the years in back taxes. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, call my friends right now at the Tax Doctor and learn more.
800-603-9359. 800-603-9359. 800-603-9359. That's 800-603-9359.
Do you have a home that you don't want anymore? We can buy it from you within 24 hours. Any home, size, or condition. For over 20 years, we've been buying homes for cash and helping homeowners sell their homes immediately with no listings or strangers walking through your home. Are you moving? Did you lose your job? Going through a divorce? Whatever the reason, if you're in a bind and you know that you need to sell your house fast, call the expert team at I Need to Sell My House Fast. We'll make you a serious cash offer to buy your home in 24 hours and let you walk away from it. No listing, no waiting. Sell any home, any size, any condition now. Call the expert team at I Need to Sell My House Fast. Make this free call now.
800-306-1760. 800-306-1760. 800-306-1760. That's 800-306-1760.
Hello, this is Claude Cummings Jr., Vice President of CWA District 6, reminding you to please vote in the HISD, Sci-Fair, and Aldine Independent School District School Board elections. These elections are so important to our children and our communities.
Yes, Claude, that's correct. My name is Candace Houston. I'm the proud president of Aldine American Federation of Teachers. We have endorsed Zahir Malik, position 4, Nico Matthews, position 3, and Steve Meade, position 5.
Early voting starts Monday, October 18th through October 29th. Election day is Tuesday, November 2nd.
Remember that every vote counts and every vote matters. Please go vote.
Paid for by Houstonians for Working Families.
Nobody wants to get ripped off, broken into, or robbed, but nobody wants to pay a lot of money to have their home protected either. I've got an offer to tell you about to provide home security for your home for less than $1 a day. For real, with no installation or equipment charges. And this is from a company rated #1 by a leading consumer research company. According to the facts, most of you won't even call unless there's a burglary in your neighborhood or something bad happens. So let's give you a reason. Save money. For less than $1 a day with no other costs, you can get your home secured. Plus, get a lifetime equipment replacement warranty. You need protection for your home. Call the Home Security Hotline right now.
800-561-6198. 800-561-6198. 800-561-6198. Again, that's 800-561.
Listening to the lunch break.
All right, y'all. We're back on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM, streaming live, kyokradio.org. Man, I had to play this Ghetto Boys about the Texans, man. I mean, at night I can't sleep. I toss and turn. What happened to this team? And when did their franchise get burned? I mean, good Lord. They went from being a possible contender, a team that really just needed to take the next step, to this overnight. Like, man, I don't know. I can't figure it out. I love my New Orleans Saints, and somewhere out of nowhere, the Cincinnati Bengals, where I grew up, they're balling. So I'm feeling pretty good about myself right now. You know, both my teams only have 2 losses on the year, and these Texans are 1-6. So, all right, quarterback rankings. Again, what I use is passer rating. So you can look this up. I'm not making it up myself. I didn't make up the numbers. They are what they are. Number 1 quarterback after this weekend, Kyler Murray. Passer rating 116.8. Number 2, and who has been in the top 2 all season long, the only quarterback to be in the top 2 all season long, Matthew Stafford, and he's 116.7. At number 3, you ain't got to like him. You don't have to think that he throws guys open. You don't have to think that he you can think he overthrows too many players. You know, I always say the Cooper Rush era can start in Dallas anytime you want. But the number 3 rated quarterback after this weekend, Dak Prescott, 115. Number 4, I mean, dude, I can't be mad at him at all. I bet LSU wish they had him back now. Joe Burrow, 108.9. Number 5, Mr. Petty, and I ain't talking about Richard Petty. I'm talking about Aaron Rodgers at number 5, 108.2. Tom Aloysius Brady, he's 99 years old, but he's got a passer rating of 108.2 after this week. He's number 6. Number 7, you like that? Kirk Cousins, 105.4. Sound like a radio station. Number 8, Josh Allen. They said you can't teach accuracy. Well, they lied because he is a lot more accurate than he used to be. He's at number 8, 103.6. Number 9, I ain't going to apologize to him yet, but he balled out this past weekend. Carson Wentz, 102.8. The guy that everybody keeps trying to dethrone. I wish they would leave him alone and let him throw the ball downfield, and that's Jameis Winston. I can't wait till Michael Thomas comes back. I can't wait, because then I think we're going to see what Jameis brings to the table that Drew Brees didn't have in his last couple of seasons, and that's a true deep ball threat. Again, Jameis Winston at number 10, 102.4. 11, Derek Carr. 12, Teddy Bridgewater. At 13, Justin Herbert was at 98.8. Number 14, Patrick Mahomes. They got to fix that offensive line. And they need a running game. They don't have that. At number 14, Patrick Mahomes, 97.9. Number 15, Baker Mayfield at 97.8. Number 16, Lamar Jackson, 97.7. I know Baker didn't play this weekend, but again, I threw it in there. Number 17, Matt Ryan, 96.8. Number 18, Tua, 95.1. Number 19, Geno Smith. And good Lord, I can't believe how people dogged Geno and Jameis after that game Monday night when they literally played in a doggone monsoon up in the great Northwest. But, go ahead, go off. Geno Smith at 92.9. Number 20, the quarterback everybody loves, the best quarterback there ever was, ever will be, ever gonna be in New England, and it ain't Tom Brady, it's Mac Jones, 92.8. Number 21, Jimmy G, 90.2. Number 22, Jalen Hurts, 89.5. Number 23, Ryan Tannehill, 89 even. Number 24, the guy who was supposed to be the heir apparent in Washington, not really working out for him, is Taylor Heineke, 86.8. Number 25, Ben Roethlisberger, 86. 26 is Case Keenum at 86. 27, Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones at 84.8. 28, Jared Goff. Gosh, man, I tell you what, talk about overrated. I mean, that dude has fallen off the table since that Super Bowl. Number 29 is Sam Darnold, 71.5. I think Carolina's realizing they chose wrong. Number 30, Trevor Lawrence. 31, Davis Mills, 74.4. And number 32, Justin Fields, 61.8. So again, your top quarterbacks. Number 1, Kyler Murray. Number 2, Matthew Stafford. Number 3, Dak. Number 4, Joe Burrow. Number 5, Aaron Rodgers. 6, Tom Brady. 7, Kirk Cousins. 8, Josh Allen. 9, Carson Wentz. 10, Jameis Winston. 11, Derek Carr. 12, Teddy. 13, Justin Herbert. 14, Patrick Mahomes. 15, Baker. 16, Lamar. 17, Matt Ryan. 18, Tua. 19, Geno. 20, Mac Jones. 21, Jimmy G. 22, Jalen Hurts. 23, Ryan Tannehill. 24, Taylor Heineke. 25, Big Ben. 26, Case, U of H. 27 is Daniel Jones. 28, Jared Goff. 29, Sam Darnold. 30, Trevor Lawrence. 31, Davis Mills. And 32 is Justin Fields. And I borderline feel bad for Justin Fields with what they putting him behind, that line they putting him behind up there in Chicago, man. Good God. They'd be better off putting trash cans, like 5 trash cans on wheels in front of him. Because not only are they missing blocks and not holding blocks worth nothing, they get in the way. He doesn't even have room to scramble. Did you see any of that game? He didn't even have room to scramble. So, yeah, man, that look on his face last week was just epic. What Willie Gibson say? Willie Gibson says He looks like he tried to get in the transfer portal, but it was closed. Like, dude. So anyway, that's my power rankings for the quarterbacks. Again, the NFL power rankings: number 1, Arizona, undefeated still. Number 2, the Rams. Number 3, Green Bay. Number 4, Tampa Bay. Number 5, Dallas. Number 6, Cincinnati. 7, Baltimore. 8, Raiders. 9, Titans. 10, Bills. 11, Chargers. 12, New Orleans. 13, Cleveland. 14, Minnesota. 15, Pittsburgh. 16, Atlanta. 17, Kansas City. 18, New England. 19, Colts. 20, Broncos. 21, Bears. 22, Panthers. 23, 49ers. 24, Seahawks. 25, Eagles. 26, Washington. 27, Giants. 28, Jets. 29, Jacksonville. 30, Miami. 31, Houston. 32, Detroit. The Jets made a move. Jets brought in a veteran backup quarterback. No, it was not Cam Newton. I'm not surprised either. But they brought in Joe Flacco. Let that sink in. Joe, we need help at the quarterback spot. Yeah, we do. We got Mike White, Josh Johnson. Where are we going to go? You call on Joe. Joe Flacco. Get him on the phone. He's already here, Coach. He's already here. Joe Flacco to the rescue in New York. Jets fans, how y'all feeling about your team now? I know. It's all Robert Saleh's fault. I know. It's all him. He won't let Zach Wilson be great. He's about to hold Mike White back. Mike White going to be the next Frank Reich. Good luck, Jets fans. Welcome to our nightmare here in Houston. All right. I got to do birthdays. And then I'm going to wrap it up. A lot of fun with y'all today. Let me do these birthdays, and then we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Winning Wednesday on the lunch break. If you are celebrating a birthday or an anniversary, why don't you go ahead and get that to me? 281-453-1000. 281-453-1000. If you got a birthday or an anniversary that we haven't gotten to, be sure and let me know. Some great birthdays and anniversaries out today. Big shout out and birthday to Tosh Negrete. Man, just an amazing young lady. She's come a mighty long way. Her children are my godchildren. So happy birthday, Tosh. Love you, dear. Let's see. D Ice is celebrating her birthday. Shay Atkins, one of my favorite people here in Houston. Shay, I love you, Queen. Have a great happy birthday. Nikita Fields is celebrating a birthday with Lisa Matthews Terrell. Willie Anderson, young lady, celebrating her birthday. She's 42 today. Monica De La Rosa. Hey, Monica, happy birthday to you. She's 43, looking 23. And then Christine Dixon is celebrating a birthday with Scott Todd, Kimberly DeLapp, and Rain the Poet. Rain the Poet celebrating her birthday, and the lovely Alexis Simone. She's 31 today. Really appreciate her and her little brother. They are really good people. And then let me do the celebrity birthdays today. Celebrity birthdays for today. We got Rick Carlisle, former head coach of the Dallas Mavericks, celebrating a birthday, along with Brady Quinn. Somebody tried to tell me that was the quarterback that did all that winning up there at Notre Dame. And remember the guy that was supposed to be better than Shaquille O'Neal? Remember him? Andrew Bynum? Yeah, it's his birthday today.
Happy birthday to you.
Did that for Andrew Bynum.
Happy birthday to you.
Sing to Andrew, girl. Sing to him.
Happy birthday to you.
All right, take it up. Andrew Bynum's for you.
Happy birthday to you. To you.
Happy birthday to everybody celebrating birthdays out there and anniversaries. May you have many, many more. All right, don't forget, if you want to get your picks into me by tomorrow at 6:30 so you can participate in the Lunch Break Weekly Keeping Up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge. Just go to the NFL. You don't have to use stat lines or the lines for the game. Just who you think is going to win. Thursday night, all the Sunday games, and then Monday night, and then give me the final score for the Monday night game for both teams. You can email them, aj@kylksports.com. You can text me, 832-403-5005. By 6:30 tomorrow Central Time, and you're in. You could be in line for $50 cash. As always, let's not be divided. Let's be united. I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. Donnie McClurkin up next. But first, here's Sybil Wilkes and what you need to know today. Come on, Sybil.
It's Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. After numerous delays, the federal trial against organizers of the 2017 Charlottesville Unite the Right rally began this week with jury selection. The lawsuit was funded by Integrity First for America, an organization formed to stop violence through the court system. The case was brought against 14 men and 10 organizations described as some of the country's most well-known white nationalists. A new report by the American Psychological Association finds that stress from the pandemic has people struggling to make decisions, with nearly a third of adults having difficulty making even basic day-to-day choices. The Stress in America survey finds that 32% of adults are so stressed by the pandemic, they sometimes wrestle with everyday tasks, like choosing what to eat or what to wear. One silver lining is that 70% reported feeling confident that everything will work out after the pandemic ends. I'm Sybil Wilkes. Be informed, be empowered.
Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day. Talk to you tomorrow.